Alright guys, today's topic, headlights. Particularly the sealed beam versus H4 lights on round cars. Well, since we're doing it on my 78 round headlight cars, or if you're an idiot and swapped your front end on your square car to rounds. But the same thing applies to 80 to 84 late Westy cars, because those also come with a sealed beam from the factory. And for those of you who don't know, sealed beam is when the whole headlight is sealed. You can't change the bulb. The connectors broke off here, but you can see here the tabs for the headlight socket stick right out there. And you can see, so little tabs come out the back. These broke off while I was taking it apart. But a sealed beam, back to what I was saying, a sealed beam is all one thing. So when your headlight goes bad, you have to change the whole thing. Now an upgrade for these cars, and again, even for the 80 to 84s, is the Hella lights. This one out of the box. So Hella makes an upgraded non-sealed beam headlight. And here's what that looks like. They're relatively inexpensive. I mean, about 150 bucks, I think, all said and done. Get yourself these. Now here's the difference. These are like any regular, normal, newer car headlight that you would see today. The bulb is separate from the actual headlight. So I think just these plain Jane bulbs it comes with aren't a whole lot better. I mean, I'm about to find out, but the biggest thing is that it allows you to have to put in any bulb that you want in here, and these are supposedly have a better, more defined beam pattern too. So we'll also find out about that in a moment. But the other thing to do while you're doing this is get yourself a relay harness. If you don't, otherwise, sorry, I can't English right now. You can also add relays in yourself, buy your own relays and wire them in yourself. But on Amazon, this was like 30 bucks, I think, not even 20 bucks. You just look up H4 headlight relays, and a little plug and play harness pops right up, and this thing is super easy to hook up. This plugs into your existing harness on your car as if it were a headlight bulb. Then you ground it, you hook this up right to your battery. You've got ground for each plug on each side. Sorry, got a ground for each plug on each side. And then these yellow plugs plug into your actual headlights. And then you've got these relays. I don't know the exact science, electrical isn't my strong point. But basically what this does is beefs up your wiring and allows more juice to flow through safer. I know a lot of people do it without it. Yeah, it's not super important. But for 20 bucks, you're adding a little security and you're actually getting more juice to the headlights. Well worth the money. I already tested it out. Works great. I already saw a difference. So in terms of how to do it, really straightforward. Pop your grill off. If you can't manage this, drop it off. They can do it for you. It's about a 20-minute job at most. But you pop your grill off. There's screws here and here. Well, you get your 3 screws. Boom, boom, and boom up top. And then these other ones are just your adjusters. So you don't want to mess with these unless you have to adjust the aim. So that's that. You also got your bucket screws here. It's not these. You got 3 ones. You got 3 that hold on. Where do you go? Oh, there you go. Tricky to do this with one hand. I already cut myself pretty good on the back of this, so be careful. But you've got this chrome beauty ring or whatever you want to call it, and that's what screws up. So that's what screws in. Sorry, it's a little hard to do this one with one hand, but this chrome beauty ring is what actually holds the headlight in. So we'll finish. Let me finish getting this one bolted in. And I still have a stock one there. Maybe we'll be able to see a difference without the harness plugged in yet. But alright, so not too scientific of a comparison. I don't have a nice clean wall to light it up against, but you can see right away how much brighter that H4 is. This one on the right is the stock sealed beam, and over here is that H4 Hella upgrade. And this is just a plain Jane bulb, whatever the company that the lights were purchased off of sent with the lights. So you could get some of those Sylvania White Stars or whatever headlights you choose. You can even throw in an LED bulb at this point. Not the case with these stock ones. So yeah. Probably one of the easiest mods you can do. You know, if anybody wasn't sure how involved or how truly plug and play these lights are, they are direct plug and play. Very easy. I mean, all said and done, this would take me 20 minutes with throwing that harness in. Alright, so that's that. Both beams are in. Grill's mostly back in. But here you can see a side by side, the difference in the pattern, in the glass. These H4 Hellas supposedly have a totally different, more defined pattern and beam pattern. So we'll see once I get the car out of the garage. I'm still finishing up the swap. Headlights weren't working. As you saw this side, the prongs were broken off the light, so this isn't the most ideal time to show you guys these lights, but I'm in the middle of doing it now, so better to show you this way than not at all. So not the most exciting video either, but I know before this I was always curious about these upgraded headlights and see what all the craze was about, and mostly to see if it truly was just a plug and play thing, because certain types of the square headlights take a little modifying to get in, whether it's cutting the light or making your buckets work. But these round ones just drop right in and go, and I think the basic ones for the squares also just drop right in and go. But I think the hardest part's getting the grill off without breaking it, really. And to show you guys real quick, you got these little plastic pegs that go into here. I wouldn't say the hardest part is getting the grill off without breaking it. The hardest part is pushing these pegs out and finding them afterwards. So they just get pushed in. And you can push them back out with the screwdriver when you go to remove it. But yes, when you do push them, you gotta push them all the way out. They'll fall out the other side. Good luck finding them. One was already missing on my car. But removal is opposite as installation. It goes back in. And then the side pieces, they're just a Phillips head on the top and the bottom on each side for these side pieces on the grill. The late Westy grills are a little similar, a little different. The late Westy grills are basically the same idea, different style tabs to take them on and off, but the same idea. Plastic tabs. Be gentle taking it off. I hope this helps answer some questions for you guys. Yeah. See you later.